Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Yimbo, and welcome to my channel, Yimbo Reviews Everything. And this is my Sunday night show about toys and life. It's called Yimbo Buys Everything. I lost order count a long time ago. I'll figure it out one of these days. But anyway, hello. Let's see who's in the comments. All right. Yes. All right. Toy Talk's already in the house. And that's fantastic because I was going to shout them out real quick. So, this is just a fun little thing to do. So here we go. I'm going to bring over their Instagram page. So I just wanted to tell you that they had a fantastic show this past Monday night. So that is with Toy Father, No Chewing, Cox Create, and Toy Addict 17. They had a great interview with Lone Wolf Labs. So be sure to check that out. And I also wanted to highlight, since they're here, their holiday haul. So I have a couple of my things. I'm still not fully done yet. So let me just see. So remember that they're doing this. This is just, if you can swing it, if you can afford it. So right now I just have a couple of small things. The dollhouse I still have to get. It's in my wife's car. So I have to take that out to take my picture of it. But I have one of the mini brands Disney balls. I have a Marvin the Martian. And I'll definitely be throwing another figure or two in there. So again, if you are able to spread some cheer this holiday season, be sure to do that. If you are able to, because that's what it's all about, right? So coming back to the chat, Clintastic, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Samurai Chris, what's going on, dude? Yeah, having a good night, man. Cody over from TikTok. Seriously, if you are, still learning TikTok, I'm still learning TikTok. But if you're looking for accounts to follow, Cody. So it's Cody Too Much Toy News over on TikTok. Highly recommend. Great account, great stuff. Yeah, man, great to see everybody here. Captain McKay, I owe you comment responses. Thank you so much for those nice words that you left me after my appearance over on Toy Migos, over on Chat Migos. Thank you so much, man. I'm sorry I haven't responded yet. It's been a little crazy with work and the holidays and getting Christmas ready over here for, gotta make sure these 3.5-year-olds are going to be happy. But yes, thank you so much. And yeah, the Batman vehicle, that was how I started, was dipping my toes into like having a public, a public account. And I figured, all right, like I'll just start doing toy stuff, like with my hands, and we'll just go from there. So that was like my early goings, was showing off my my Batmobile collection, I love that Batmobile collection, and they're kind of all over the place right now. So I have thought about, as I slowly work my way through all of the unboxed toys that will become unboxed as I talk about them here, that's going to be an episode. That will be an episode, is discussing my Batmobile collection. It'll be down the road once I start like really running out of new toys to talk about. So that's what I'll be doing. What's going on, Collector425? What's going on, man? How are you, man? Thanks for popping over on Instagram before. And let's see, if we get all these stories, maybe we'll share them, right? And have more fun. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. The name of the season. Again, we have all this fun with our toys. And again, if you're able to find, it doesn't have to be through Toy Talk, just wherever you are able to donate, if you're able to. Remember, it is, like as much a joy as I still take out of this as an adult. I mean, I see the impact with my children. So like, it means a lot, especially to those kids out there that might not have the opportunities, to open toys on Christmas, or, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to explain it to you guys. You get empathy. So I think I want to jump right in. I'm capping this show exactly at 9:00 because, and this is my first Yimbo reviews of the evening. My wife and I have been watching White Lotus on HBO Max. It's really excellent. So it's the season 2 finale tonight. And my wife is a big Redditor. She reads it. She doesn't post or anything, but reads the Reddit all the time. So she is afraid she's going to get spoiled. So I agree. Normally we wait till Mondays, but she's going to push her bedtime so we can watch the show this evening. So that's why I'll be out right at 9, but we have plenty of stuff to talk about. If you've watched White Lotus, let me know in the chat what you think about it. But it's really, to me, it's really awesome. It's one of the few shows that are currently out that like really hooked us in, and we look forward to every week. It's one of those. It's set in, like, the White Lotus is a super expensive hotel chain. So the first season was at a White Lotus hotel in a different part of the world. This one's now in a different part of the world. And there's usually a murder or some kind of mystery. And, like the characters are not good people by any stretch, but they are fascinating. So again, White Lotus, if you haven't checked it out. Oh, Clintastic. All right. Love White Lotus. There we go. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Toy Addict 17, he was shouting you out before. What's going on, Danny? How you doing, brother? And King Eternal, that's my boy Autumn Night over on Instagram. And I was talking about you over on Instagram in the live. We're talking about some NECA stuff tonight, my friends. We're going to do some NECAs. So let me get my little banner up because this is the only thing that will remind me and remind you guys to hit that like button. Greatly appreciated. Now, I have not a ton out because, I had other stuff I was like on the fence about opening. But I figured we'll start here and take it away. So I'm going to start with my man, Deadpool. So this was the $20 New York Comic Con find. There he is, the X-Men in training. So I finally cracked him open because I know I continued to say and will continue to say, I want to shoot my X-Men. And when I really I was like, oh, I have to do this. I have to do it. So there it is. I apologize for the second camera. I actually looked into like having StreamYard launch a second camera, but they want me to have a professional account, which is like so much money a month. Like it's a lot of money. It's like $40 a month. And when you multiply that by 12, considering I have a net income of toys in zero, like I can't swing it. So what I did the other day, which did cause a little bit of the video lag, was having like a second, like that was basically like a guest, a guest feed. So I might still deal with it. I'm figuring things out. I told you guys, this is a long game. I'm not in a rush, to get all this perfect. As long as you guys are still enjoying it, because that's the whole point. But yeah, I love the X-Men lettering. I absolutely love it. Now, interesting things, because this is an older legend. It has cuffs that can move and rotate here. Cuffs that can move and rotate. And this is the one that really threw me off. Look at that. I have not seen that like in a while or in a legend in a long time or ever. Now, I'm not saying it's like the best idea because it does fall down on me, even just like in the simplest of like as I'm trying to move to get posed, like it'll droop on me. But I don't hate it either. It's kind of interesting. I do like that it gives that extra like depth and thickness to it. But yeah, so they come down. I thought that was so funny. But you can really push them up and squeeze them up. So it's not like they'll be like falling. But yeah, they'll stay up. But what a cool little figure. I love this design. It's moves really well. Obviously, like, one of the older legend bucks, but it does the job. Came with 2 swords. Came with a big gun, which apparently I moved somewhere else. Now, this is the other reason I wanted to crack this guy open. Is this ridiculous hat. I'm gonna have to take the swords out. But here we go. And seeing the hat instantly made me want to throw Ric Flair's jacket on and do a I'm trying to be very good about it. I don't know. Just this hat, Ric Flair robe, do the math. It'll be very funny. I'm laughing at it already. Now, if somebody in the chat can help me, what is this head? Who is this? Is that just another Deadpool like version? Is it the Deadpool from the comic line where he may have done this? I'm really not sure. I should know, but I don't. So if someone could help me out with that, who is that? Is that just Deadpool? All right, let me come back to the comments real fast. Let's see. Yes, we will be. Yes, NECA is on. Man, I really can't. My brain's not working tonight. He's right there. Do you ever use OBS? Cody, that is what my dream is. That's where I'm moving to eventually. So I'm going to be, I have this whole concept in mind for a streaming, like dedicated desktop, dual screens, and yes, using OBS. So that's my goal. And yes, it is a great hat. It's insane. It's so ridiculous. But I don't know the premise of it outside of that it's just awesome. Isn't That's, I guess, what I was going for. Come up. Now I'm thinking. See, now Eric is a wrestling fan, so I started thinking of The Godfather. All right, so you're stumped too. Okay, so if anybody can help me over the course of this show, I mean, eventually I can Google it, but I don't know. It's very cool. I'm happy I have. I mean, like this yellow head. If I'm gonna ever use it, who knows? But here's the other thing that I thought was pretty neat. I popped on. I discussed this 2-pack last week. Give me some problems. He did this to me before too. There we go. But look at that. Here we go. Look at that. It's the Hugh Jackman. So if I kind of want to do a goofy shot with Deadpool, but this is like one of my ideas. Like I have another Deadpool idea. I just have to figure out when to shoot it. But it kind of plays. It kind of works. It kind of does work. I don't know why it works so well, but it kind of does. Not perfect by any stretch, but again, if I crank down, he looks up. Look at that looking up on that Logan head sculpt. That's so awesome. But yeah, so I'm a fan of this figure. It is very goofy. I'm glad Toy Addict 17 pushed me. He's like, dude, come on, you shoot Deadpool all the time. Like, just get it. You don't have that one, just get it. And I was like, yeah, what am I thinking? For $20, it was perfect. So thank you, Toy Addict, for pushing me at New York Comic Con to get that. And let's see, it's got Yosemite Sam hat vibes. That's true. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I just am happy I have it. I'm just happy. There it goes. All right, so one little point I won't throw out there. That's a different. Okay, here we go. Knocking some stuff over. So now this is one of the Viper. Okay. So this was the gun it came with. Super bendy, by the way. Super bendy. This is the gun that Deadpool came with. So Hasbro has definitely gotten better. You can't even see the details. There it is. You can barely make out the details. So they've come a long way with their weapons, I would say. However, then I'm also going to make the point that that figure has a Build-A-Figure. This is part of the Sauron wave, which I do like. That Sauron is so nice. That Sauron's so great. Right? That's how you say his name? Yeah, Sauron. All right. So he came with a lot. Like he has the 2 katanas, 2 head sculpts, the hat, and the gun. I feel like that's more than that's come with some of my recent legends. That's all I'm saying. So you can see that there is a difference in what we're getting in the package, the quality of it. But it's hit or miss with the play, because like now that I've opened up some of the older legends, you can tell that there's always plastic quality differences in each year. So that's just going to happen. I can't really, it's not something that I feel like we should probably pick on, but definitely with the amount of stuff, I still think that that's, especially for the price increase. But that's why we're all of us in this toy community are being more selective. That's all I see are people talking about that. And that's a good thing. It's a healthy conversation to have. So it's important to see what's going in and out. I listed another handful or so of figures this afternoon on eBay just to get some stuff out of the house. So, and that's because I did break and buy some stuff. I did. Here, well, I'll just tell you because you've already seen it. It's all thanks to like basically anybody that has the Deadpool set. Agent Gomez is somebody that just he was the final nail in the coffin for me. But yeah, anybody with that Deadpool, not the Deadpool, the Daredevil 3-pack. I had passed on it initially. I told myself I was going to be comfortable with it, and then I started seeing all the shots from like reviewers and early hand people, and they looked really great. It did really like that Deadpool, like that Daredevil. I only have the Shadowlands. Here he is. And I do really like this one quite a bit. But on an older buck, doesn't have the butterfly shoulders. And I have the Mezco show Daredevil, which I also love. And I have him sitting out on a table with She-Hulk because I want to do something with the two of them. So it's not like I needed him, but I didn't have a comic book Daredevil. I have the Shadowland. It's the variant. So yeah, I bought it. And it's already shipped. It's already on the way, which is really awesome. So I got the 3-pack, and I also added Morph because again, X-Men keeps going back to it. That Morph I've wanted since he was announced, and I didn't have like an order that I was willing to do through Hasbro Pulse. So with that, I just added him on top of it. So I did break and bought a couple of new toys. So I hope you guys don't mind. Let's see. Excellent live. Oh, this is Steph. You know what? I'm so happy Steph popped in here. I was going to do it anyway, Steph. Don't you worry. But this is a perfect time to remind you that on Tuesday, so that's just in 2 days, but so this Tuesday, I will be interviewing Detour Customs. So my boy Steph is going to be coming on to pick his brain about all of his customizing and collecting and all the other wonderful things that he does over there. So I'm super pumped. So that's going to be 8 p.m. on Tuesday. So there you go. See, you get to look forward. I might only be doing an hour tonight, but we have more stuff to look at. Captain McKay, Sauron is a great bath. Yeah, he's like one of those that I would like to have. I would like to have him a lot. I remember seeing like a Shartimus video a long time ago when I was watching his stuff, and just seeing it back there, it's like, oh, but I wasn't actively collecting. Like I said, I just literally picked this one up now. This is a good wave, though. I mean, because I had that really awesome Omega Red. It was only 6 figures to build the figure instead of like the 6 plus a 7. Yeah, look at that wave. It's a great wave. There's that Bishop. That's really awesome. Anyway, really, 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 really awesome. I think I have the Deadpool. Is it the Deadpool with the taco? I don't know. They've made a lot of Deadpools. What can I say? All right, too much news. Apparently, extra head is for a Deadpool villain ally. Oh, Madcap. Okay. All right. I appreciate that, Cody. Thanks so much, dude. Oh, so maybe Madcap wears the hat. Maybe that's what it is. All right. So at least you gave me a place to actually start Googling. So that's very helpful. So thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. And that was a big one, too. The Elektra. I have her. Should I try? I'm gonna knock all these over. Oh boy. All right, so this is the Elektra I have. Oh, I knew it. I knew it was coming. Oh no, the rest of them. Well, I hope you're all happy. That was my fault. I knew it was gonna come. I knew it was coming. But yeah, this is the original one. I want to say I bought her last Black Friday. And I didn't shoot her enough as I should have. But that was another thing. Like when I saw the white outfit, I was like, all right, I have an Elektra. But then looking at it again, and it's like those head sculpts, and like the one with the big hair looks amazing. And then I have this buck that I can always throw those heads on if I wanted to, you know? So that was, and I don't have a bullseye. And that bullseye looks awesome. And I think it comes with 2 head sculpts, like the unmasked and masked version. And like the unmasked has the engraving. Oh, so good. The scarring, whatever. So I'm excited. Not excited to clean up all of those Spideys, but it's not. It could have been worse. It could have been worse. There we go. I'm not even going to try to mess with it. Okay. Let's see. I tried sending you a link. Not sure that. All right. Yeah, I'll have to check after the show. Thank you very much, Cody. King Eternal, only 6 figures. I know. But that's, yeah. Now, I mean, that Moon Knight wave, the Conchnu, or no, not even the Ultron. Like, I bought Moon Knight. He doesn't even have a Build-A-Figure part because they gave him 2, like, an extra set of hands and the moons. So that was it. Yeah, that's a bummer. Because then he was the 7th figure, and then you still had to get the other 6. Ugh, it's just ridiculous. All right, need a safety net. If I had a nickel every time I knocked over a display. Dude, it happens to me all the time. Fortunately, this is why I keep these as the legends, because if they tumble, it's on a carpet. Usually we're okay. So this is the shelf over here that I get a little more nervous about, because those are the Mezcos. And like, yeah, I don't want them falling. Let's see. Yeah, man, the big hair sculpt is nuts. Exactly. I know I built out Bass is a cool idea. Way too much to buy if you just want that figure. I agree with you. I think Build-A-Figures are a cool perk. But when Hasbro started selling deluxe figures, like that was me starting to get into active collecting. I bought Monster Venom. And I was like, why don't they do this more often? And then they do it here and there, which I think is really nice. But yeah, like the Vulture, the MCU Vulture, like I couldn't wait because he was a Build-A-Figure at one point. So yeah, I think they should sell them standalone. I don't know, because I can't, like, I'm not always gonna get these waves, and I'm done. I've been done buying waves, so now I just have all these Build-A-Figure parts, like I'm sure we all do. Let's see, I put memory foam bath mats at the base of my shelves. That's very smart, and you also have a lot of NECA, so that is a really good idea. Let's see, exactly. If you're planning on buying them all anyway, it's a great bonus, but otherwise, it's just roping you in. And that's it, because I will tell you right now, I have, I really wanted that Ultron, the What If Ultron. So now I have everybody except Sharon Carter and Miss Marvel. And I'm like kind of annoyed about it because, well, I'm still waiting on Mr. Knight too. Do I have her somewhere? No, I'm just knocking everything over. So, oh, she is back behind a Thor, but that's just going to knock the other half over. I have the Miss Marvel from the Gameverse. Let me see if I can get her. This is just going to get reset. Let me be honest. Oh, Daredevil. Okay. So this is the Gameverse one. And I know I've talked about her in the past, but yes, I like her a lot. I like all of her superhero accessories too. She was going with like the actual comic, you know, kind of more stretchy Mr. Fantastic superpowers. So I just think that the MCU one, they didn't really change anything except take away her like superpower arms, and then they didn't give her any like effects for her superpower. So it's just that figure, but just with, I don't know. It's like not even, I don't know, like this sculpt, and I know it's set after the video game, and I know it's a real person in a video game, but I don't see the level of detail. But maybe I haven't seen it in hand, but I don't see enough for me to need another version because it looks exactly the same. To me, it looks exactly the same. So yes, so it is like roping you in, because now I'm like, what am I going to do? So what I am going to do to answer my question is I'm going to wait for clearance. That's my hope, and that get these figures on the cheap, and then I'll be able to finish him down the road. Did I get Father Christmas? I did not. It was very tempting. I went all the way until like the last thing where it was like, it was all calculated. I had everything added. I had it, and I stopped myself. And that's just because for me and what I'm doing with my collection, and I know we talked about this before, but yeah, I'm just being smart for myself as to what I'm going to shoot. I know my time of shooting is really cut in. It's like been really cut down. I've also been trying to do more real stuff and like making videos and TikToks. So like that cuts into shooting time. So yeah, I just didn't think I was going to, you know, be able to play with him during the holiday season. So I passed on him, but he looks amazing. And I've seen so many great shots with him already. Captain McKay, I kind of want that Sharon Carter just to swap heads for street clothes civilian characters. That was another, like, when they announced the wave, I'm like, boom, done. I'm ordering the whole thing. And that was for the reason. Now I'm just going to wait. I'm playing the waiting game. And let's see, I can't get over how Hasbro wants to buy 6, but Tiny Mac Mattel only requires to get 4. That's a big selling point too, a big difference in companies. Like I was way more, it was easier for me to just buy the Build-A-Figure Atrocitus wave and like the Dark Knight horse, because yeah, it was just the 4. I've been super tempted about the which one? The Owlman, that line, the one that comes with Starro, but I really only wanted a couple of those figures, not all 4, so I passed. But that Starro looks awesome. I really do wish I had that Starro. See, like that's one. Just sell me a $40 Starro. Maybe throw in a couple of the extra little heads, face suckers. That's all I need. I'm not hard. I will give you my money. Just like, let me decide. Let's see if TMNT gets into the BAF craze. I'm done for, dude. That is for sure. And I mean, fortunately, NECA's been doing a great job with the licensing, and then anybody else. Yeah, I don't think we have to worry about that, but you're right. That would be awful. That would be really bad. All right, here we go. So that was our conversation revolving around, well, Electra, new purchases, etc., etc. So let's do some McFarlanes. We're going to do some McFarlanes, and then we'll close things out with some NECA and Mythics. All right, so this guy I did talk about the other day, but I got my replacement in. So they were very quick. So if you recall, I was explaining how on his left hand. When I was trying to bend it back, it just brittled and popped. So Amazon just did the exchange for me, which was which was wonderful, because they shipped this out. I think he arrived on Wednesday, and yeah, I already dropped the other one off at Kohl's. So I'm once again super into this, the look of this figure. I love the Arkham series. The only thing I'm not crazy about on this is that when the hands are all down, it's like that. It's like this look with the arms out, and I can't get them down more, but they do have bicep swivel, so that is the saving grace. But this is me nitpicking. I really enjoy this figure. He moves around really well. You know, like he's doing a great job hiding those big ball ankles lately. And he's got great articulation. And I mentioned this last week, but like I'm not going to mess around with the lower ball, like torso ball here, because of the shirt. But you get so much movement out of the top that, yeah, you can get all the personality and dynamic posing. So now that I have him complete, he came with, so there's the 2 trigger hands and then 2 fists. So because it's a video game, he came with this punching effect, which I'm kind of into, and I'm gonna use. And now this is what I was saying, like the hood doesn't move, but the head does. So to do like a right hook, there we go, right punch. But there we go, right? So that's pretty neat. If I take Logan here, give him a little, or punch him right in the head over here. There you go. Well, bam. Now, how often will I use these? I'm not sure. I do like the idea of having them. And at the very least, once I finally shoot this guy, I'll try to do a little set of shots with him, and I'll try to use these features. So he also comes with this foot one. So that just clips on. There we go. In theory. There. Okay. So that goes like that. And it's good because like he gets the nice torso crunching, which I've been talking about. And then you can get some nice kicks out of him. Nice roundhouse. Well, bam. Once again, how realistic will I be? Like, I don't know if I'm going to be using these a whole ton, but I like that they exist. At least it's trying, and that's why I kind of want to reward it by at least attempting to shoot them. I appreciate that they threw us something new. And like I said, you can move the head around. So that's nice because you can get that different look. See, like with the hood, it actually gives a different kind of like personality to it, which is awesome. So big fan. I'm looking forward to, like, I took out my tub of McFarlane's because that's where they all are. They're all tubbed up. Because I do want to shoot more DC stuff when I get the chance. But that's like everything. Just everything. All right, moving on to my next McFarlane. I finally did it. I busted out Bane. So the reason I'm showing off the box, he's empty, is because I finally, like these big boxes, this is my first step towards making space in my house. So I've already thrown out Man-Bat, Clayface, Killer Croc. I think I threw out my Darkseid and Steppenwolf, or maybe they're still tubbed up. But as I see them, these big boxes, I can't do it. I throw them out now, the big ones. And now, oh man. All right. Let's talk about this big boy. Let us talk about this big boy. Now, he's been out. He was sitting in my pile of loot for a long time. And it wasn't because I didn't want him. It's just that he was the only thing in there. So I was like, I guess I got to wait. And of course, I could have ordered him a million times over from GameStop and everywhere else. But he finally arrived, and I am stoked. So this is the good news. The good news is that these ankles are strong. The foot articulation, strong. Like, I'm not going to have any issue. Now, they even rock. They even give you the rock. So I know, with Man-Bat, he's tougher to stand. I can do it, but he's tougher to stand. I know all these big guys are kind of hard to stand. Bane, so far, 0 issues standing. Now, he has very, very limited. There's no torso articulation up here. It's just at the waist. So it's not great. And I'm kind of tempted to, heat him up and pop him off at the waist. And I might mod him. But look at the belt. Like, this is a big, beefy belt. Let's check that info. There we go. So I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do much in terms of like the shirt kind of gets caught. I got to be honest. All right, here's another thing I got to be honest about. Look at the pants. Like, look at the cargo pockets. I know my camera's not doing the best job of showing it off, but the sculpting of his pants, like you can kind of see it there really well. Like, look at the cargo pocket. Like, when I actually just study this, when I had him out before, I was just looking at him. Like, this is some of the best sculpted, like, plastic meant to be clothing. Like, this is really well done. The pockets have a soft, like, all right, let's check out his butt. Got those back pockets too. Now, this is a little squishy back there, so these actually have a little bit of like floppiness to it. But yeah, Todd, this is a great figure. This is a great figure. Now, of course, extra hands would have been awesome. Like, just giving us 2 is frustrating. But for what he is, which is a gigantic movable statue, and that's what he's going to be. Like, I was adjusting my stuff around. Like, these big Batman rogues, I just want them to be able to shoot them when I can, but then they look amazing up on the shelves. So I really don't have any, outside of wishing that there was an extra set of hands. I did have to heat up. I did use the hairdryer over all of him. But it was really just to make sure that the elbows can move. But look at the arms too. Look at how, like, the paint, the weathering, the weird, I don't even know what they were going for with the look, but look at the arms. Like, just like maybe like a poison type vibe. It's like old spots, age spots, but I love that there's that paint weathering throughout. So he's great. I mean, if you've been holding off, I get it. I know Mafex is coming out with the Nightfall Batman or Bane, and that one's also really tempting. But to have my juiced up Venomized Bane, I mean, that's it right there. I love it. I love it. Love the colors. I mean, this is just such a great villain, such a great look. But yeah, so just not a lot of bends, barely any, if I'm going to be honest. But other than that, double jointed knees, double jointed elbows, you can get a lot of cool stuff out of him, like so. And then the last little thing that I did notice too about the head is that you'll get a lot of nice movement out of it. And it's because the neck is all black. So you can, like, the mask you never are in danger of losing the mask. If my words are making sense. It doesn't matter how you have them looking around. Like, it's really, I like that they did that choice with the neck, because that helps out tremendously when you want to move them around. So that's all. Just again, from like a photo taking picture standpoint. But yeah, Big Daddy Venom. Big Daddy Venom's awesome. A lot of great paint details. Love the green lines. So cool. All right. Let's see. All right, King Eternal. So going back to the NECA baths. All right, Randy hates the Build-A-Figures. All right, that's good. Let's see. The foot one is really cool. It really conveys a lot of movement and action. And that was for the foot soldiers, maybe. I'm not sure. You guys started having your own Ninja Turtle talk. Actually, that you two would get along great, because you both are very much into the NECA Ninja Turtle stuff. But yeah. So anyway, there's my Bane. Moving on, because where are we? We're at 35 minutes. So now we're gonna get into some mythics. Maybe I won't get to my moose. I do have my moose here. One of these days, I will unbox my moose. I know Toy Father just did the other day. So apparently everyone's off on their own. No joint unboxing. Fine. So I got to make sure I get that done. And then Eric if we don't do it today, I had this one because I opened up on my stream, what, in October, maybe September, the Crooked Ninja Turtle gang, and I only took him out. I didn't take out any of his stuff. I didn't look at the Rock Soldier, so I have this one that I would eventually unbox, so possibly tonight. But we're gonna get into a Mythic Legion, and it's our boy. It's our boy Purplor. So it literally is spelled Purrrplor. I love it. All right, so Purplor, called away from his home in the shadowed forest city of Vethira by Gorgo Atherblade, the evil warrior Purplor is as renowned for his strength or his stealth as he is for his swordsmanship. All right, so he's a bad guy. Oh, that bums me out that he's a bad guy. I thought he was a good guy. But why would I think he's a bad or a good guy? That's silly. All right, here he is. Purplor. Tremendous figure. So now I'm gonna like deconstruct him in a second. All right, I'm gonna go backwards. So here, this is him. This is a look of his, and then I'm gonna take you back through the packaging. So there he is. Oh, such a beautiful figure. Seriously, and I'm happy he's not. Well, I guess he could have been flocked too. I guess that could have been pretty cool too. Because I'm happy it's not. Yeah, if anything, my fingers would have been a little purple. No, but all right. So I can't with their stuff. It's so good. So here's the shield with that gorgeous paint. This is why these figures shoot so unbelievably well. It's the paint and the craftsmanship. Like, I'm just going to give you the slow bend. So the slow. Now the tail you had to pop in. It is articulated. It's, well, 1 point of articulation. But there we go. Look at the sword that he has. So he came with 2 swords. All right. So they all come with the little bandolier type thing. So here's the big sword. I did fortunately have, so this is another one. I think Frank Romator sent me that. Sent me one. So this is when they were giving him out for free. But anyway, so this is the one that he came with. Really awesome. Very excited about that. Then the little blade, and now things are starting to pop off because that's my fault. So this is the tail. There, that was on me. It comes with a little ball, and I might not have popped it in all the way. This is how I do the shields. Now that's me figuring things out. Like, I know it can be either way, but I've been kind of into the look of it from being held upside down like that, which is, once again, a nice thing. That's where the perspective changes and things can come in when you're trying to get the look of a shot just right. All right, so now I'm going to deconstruct this guy even more. I actually had these on backwards and wrong, so that's why I want to take you through it. All right, so he looks amazing with the shoulder armor, right? So these pop out in the back. Love the color scheme, like love that color. Don't even know what you could call it. Like it's even weathered on the inside. Look at that. Ooh, so good. Okay, now the head pops off, and this is the body that he's comes, but then this comes on and over. It's so great. It adds so much to the look of the figure. But, and this is the other great thing, how cool is this? Now, he is a bad guy. I get it. All right, so he's a bad guy. So that's, like I said, I'm a little bummed I was going to have him put up against Varg. But yeah, I guess for my stuff, like, I still am learning all of this. But check it out. He came with like a goblin orc head. Amazing. So they just threw that in, the purple. So what else can I say? I get basically two bad guys now out of this. Although I really don't think he's ever going to not be Purplor, because he's so great. So he's got the little hole in his butt there. There it is. That pops in. And because it is just on the ball there, yeah, you can move it around. There we go. So this is another home run. I know my friend Sunty, No Chewing, said that this is his current favorite. It's hard to argue that. This is gorgeous. This is an absolutely gorgeous figure. You have the jeweling, like an actual jewel in there. I mean, it's painted, but I'm just saying, like the paint job that they do, this like that sparkly metallic, it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I see Trevor wants to release the moose. I know, man. You took those beautiful shots of Santa with the moose. I know the moose is coming. It's coming. All right, let's see. Is Mythic Legions based on a comic series or is it purely original? These are, as far as I'm concerned, and Trevor maybe could clarify for me, but these are all original IP. I know Jeremy has been like the main lore builder. So when you look at all the stuff like on the packaging and everything, so Jeremy's been that guy for them. I was talking to one of the sculptors. I can't remember his name, but he's this awesome mustache at Legion Con. He was awesome. So it's just really cool. They have a well-oiled machine. They all embrace their roles. So I think Jeremy is the big like lore writer, lore builder. Captain McKay, I literally just ordered the Necromantis wave. One last death blow to the credit card before the year. Dude, that line is sick. I'm gonna kick myself because I have not touched it yet, but that's just because I need to wait for so many like mythic and cosmic figures to come in that I have to pause. I have to pause on my pre-orders. I have to pause on them. But yeah, so Purplore is amazing. Let's see. Oh, Eric Treadaway makes most of the lore. Okay. All right. So I was wrong. I apologize about that. But maybe you could clarify. So doesn't Jeremy's also part of that, or is he just right? I thought in the current iteration of the company. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm sorry. All right. So Eric, that's awesome. That's awesome to know. Let's see. Jeremy writes it for the website. Okay. So thank you. All right. So Eric Treadaway makes and comes up with the lore, and then Jeremy takes that information and puts it into website form. Okay, that's amazing. The Cosmic ones might be my first entry into this line. That's why I have been going like super, not fully all in, but a lot of the all in. Like I did the all-star or the all-in wave for Cosmic Wave 2. And it's because of this is our chance. Like Cody, this is our chance to like being at the ground level of something that Four Horsemen's doing, because Mythic has been out forever. Fortunately, I'm able to like cool myself down and just pick and choose. I've been waiting and really just owning anything that I've bought at conventions, but except for the stuff that I pre-ordered through their website. So we are getting to a point though, like I just shipped a pile of loot. It only had 4 figures in there, but they were like ones I really wanted. It was Beast, Scorpion, the NECA cartoon, Casey Jones, like the newest version of it, and my Dark Knight Mafex Superman. So once he came in, I'm like, ship it, that's it. But I was looking at what was in stock for Mythic. And like I said, I've only ever bought them either from their website directly or I guess I did buy one for Big Bad. It doesn't matter. My point is there's so many that you can pick from, but you have to really be like if something's not available, I can just look for other stuff because there's just so many out there. And yes, okay, so yeah, it's a Panther tribute. Yep, that's one of the Masters of the Universe version. I should have said that right from the jump. But yes, this is based on Purplore or Panther, one of the many figures that they did that were inspired from Masters of the Universe. But yeah, tremendous. They have a Battle Cat too. Just so cool. All right, let's see. And yes, I mean the NECA comic Casey. That's the one that I am. He's coming. He's going to be my. Yeah, so he's comic and not cartoon. But like for my set, he will fit perfectly in with my cartoon NECA turtles, and I don't have like an animated Casey, so it's perfect for me. So yeah, I scooped him up. Let's see, Captain McKay. I've got the trolls coming in. Same. I have those. I'm waiting on those. The brown and the ice one. Looking forward to those, dude. I've seen them. I've held the boxes at Legion and ToyCon. They are so cool, and I'm like practicing patience, because like I did the all-in wave for those two, so I cannot wait. Carlos, I want to start Mythic Legions. Any advice on a good figure to start? Ooh, well, I'm gonna throw that out and see, Trevor, if your thumbs are still moving. Can you weigh in? What would be a good starter figure for just a person looking to get into Mythic Legions? I'm putting that out to, just so you know, Carlos. 1/6 shooter. His name is Trevor. If you don't follow him over on Instagram, he is the actual photographer for Mythic Legions. He's the best. He's awesome. And you should also watch his videos on YouTube. Go definitely sub him because he's awesome. So yeah, that's for me. I really like, let me see if I can bring some stuff up here. Let's see. Is that his name? This. Okay. So yes, this is the one I'm gonna just present. This is the one I really like. This was one of my early ones. So if I had him, like my mythic display is still limited, but it's across from me right now. So this is the one that I would recommend. Vitus. But that's me because I'm a big fan of like 300. So when I saw him, he looks like, a Spartan warrior. So I just thought he looked amazing. I added a Mythic Legion's red cape to him that looks really cool too. But yeah, I don't know. There's so many, like Carlos, there's so many that I would recommend. Like, it's just a matter of looking at the different factions because each one is like thematically, different. So it's just a matter of like, I don't know who looks good to you. Any knights are great. I mean, you can go with skeletons, goblins. Here we go. Start with Necromantis and Gideon, Heaven's Brands. All right. If I'm sorry if I think I'm saying those right. So, Carlos, this is from Trevor. The Necromantis wave is awesome. I still might do it. I think it's up through January, if I'm not mistaken. So I still might end up doing the whole order because it looks so good. And Gideon looks incredible. I think he's the big bearded heroic knight, right? Let's see. Yeah, let's see. They're both have a pre-order and cheap as you can get them. Right. So that's the other thing that Trevor is great. He has, if you go to his channel, he's done videos in the past about, like addressing people like us, like, just getting into Mythic Legions. So he's done a lot of great videos on there. And this is one of the points that he says, if you can order from them directly during like their pre-order phase, it is the cheapest you will ever get them in hand. And they don't lose value. It's not like a Legend where, it might be hot for a minute because it's, only a couple stores got a shipping container. But like Mythic Legions do hold their value in terms of the collector world. So let's see. But get the 2-pack of Necromantis and Asaurus. All right, I might have to do that. Damn it. All right. And what did he say? If you ever just said those 2 packs have value. Okay. So that's good to know. And that's probably why I'm going to end up doing this wave. Okay, so Necronominus. Thank you. See, this is why Trevor's the best. I appreciate that very much because I know I've been butchering it. Necronominus. Okay. Well, now I'm gonna have to Necronoma my way to getting that 2-pack with the horse. All right. We have our final 10 minutes, people. So let's go into my last figure of the night. And I did have my other little wall for the second camera. I will figure things out. But here we go. The Tale of Usagi Yojimbo. What a great, NECA boxes are the best. They are. They're just so nice and they give you so much stuff. So here we go. I already have them posed up. I did do a little unboxing reel, so I just have to put that together. But he is a lot of fun. Now, I will say he gets some pretty good. Okay, all right. He gets some pretty good torso crunching because this is a nice soft shirt, nice soft plastic shirt. But I do know that my buddy Misty Owl Figures over on Instagram was able to torso mod. Like you can actually kind of look up under there. So he will pop apart. So I might do some more torso modding, but we'll have to see because I need to shoot him. That's my first part. My first part is shooting him. So he is fantastic. Comes with a ton of stuff. Now he has comes with 2 little black straps. I'm going to show you guys how I have this set up because I feel like I probably have it wrong. But this is how I'm assuming it's meant to hold this sheath. What do you guys think? If you have a Yojimbo, is this how you have it? I tucked mine in under the little belt bow, and then it's wrapped around the back. When it went up inside his waist, it was too loose for holding the sheath. So I don't know. Let me know if you have a better way of doing it. But it's nice that it was included and it was thought of to hold this. So he has his two little swords. He's got the two weapon holding hands. I have no idea why he has a dinosaur, but I'm so happy to now own this little toy dinosaur. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but it's adorable. And I don't know if it's a toy. I don't know if it's alive. Again, my expertise is in the toilet. He has the hat, nice little hat. He has another one of these elastic waistbands, but this one is to be wrapped around as a robe. And that's because he comes with a robe. Here's his robe. And NECA, again, been going above and beyond, starting to put in wired cloth goods, which, I mean, really, why isn't every company doing it? Because it's the best way to go. But yeah, it's wired around the top, which is awesome. So I'll throw that on him in a second. There's a second head sculpt there. Let's see, get that little focus. That there it is. Angry, so angry. And then let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's got 6 hands. He has his like 2 open ones, which is great for like posing like you know. So he's got 2 of those open ones and then 2 fists. He literally, it's all you need, at least for a Yojimbo. And then he does have these 2 weapons, the old pizza, the old Raphael pizza weapon, and then one of these little knives. I literally have a whole Tupperware thing full of NECA just cartoon stuff. And that's why I don't know if I'm gonna get to open this tonight, because that's what I was like, man, it's gonna make that I won't be able to close it. It's another batch of these weapons. I really could, just like Trevor's like the man with Mythic Legions, like you could just shoot NECA Ninja Turtles exclusively, and I don't think ever get bored for months upon months. I feel like that's where my problem is in terms of shooting or trying to do like the toy review thing is like, you know, my attention gets split everywhere. But I mean, like I could just shoot my Mezco. Like that could be it. I could just be a Mezco shooter. But there's just too much fun stuff. And that's like, I guess that's where it's okay. It's fine because there's just too much stuff that's awesome and to enjoy. And that's where I am. So I just try to enjoy as much of it as I can. But man, Yojimbo is awesome. Let me see. Oh yeah, that's right. Yojimbo in the house. Let's see. This Turtle Tuesday is the Winter Wonderland theme. I know it is a good time. I know. I just don't know how I'm gonna do it. I have to figure it out. I need snow or I need fake snow. I don't know. I gotta figure something out. But Carlos, yeah, dude, no worries at all, man. I'm telling you, Mythic Legions, 4 Horsemen as a company is really awesome. Not only is there stuff like high quality, top notch, their customer service is really great. Again, I sound like I'm shilling for them. This is what I've seen and I've spoken to them, you know, like I get no other benefit other than getting to enjoy their awesome toys. So, that I purchase. so they're just cool. They're really great. All those guys are awesome, man. And yeah, Cody, it is fun. See, I told you, toy dabbler. It's like, wait, I know you're one too. There's too much cool stuff out there. So let me just show you a little Yojimbo, what he can do with this jacket here. It's so nice. It's like, this is such a cool figure. I did not have to put heat on him. I thought I was going to have to do it for one of his arms, but then it worked out fine. I know I should always be ready, but I mean, I was ready. I was just impatient. I didn't feel like doing the I didn't feel like doing the hairdryer first. I just wanted to crack them open. Look at this guy in the hood. So there he is in his jacket, robe. Now, I don't know if I'm ever going to bother closing it. There, see, like that's how it would be closed. But like, I love the look of it, like big angry. I've seen awesome pictures of this already. Big angry walking with the hood down, right? Coming to get you, and like wind blowing the robe open. But this is so great. He's so awesome. Come on, nope, you're not gonna do it for me. All right. Yeah, I don't know if I like the look of it like tied around. Yeah, like if I tied that, maybe not. But I do love that they included it. And here he is with the hat look. And yeah, just so much fun. Such a cool guy. Such a cool little bunny. Fantastic. There he is. Excellent. So, Darth Rabbit. I like that. So yeah, if you know, like if this is somebody that you were on the fence about or you haven't opened him up yet, he's awesome. He's great. Did anybody talk about that belt? Did I do that belt right? Do you have anybody else have different advice for using that elastic belt? Or, you know, that's how I have it now. Kind of tucked under that bow tie. But this is a great figure. I can't believe it's taken me this long to open him because I've had him. I've been sitting on him for a while now. But he's great. And now I do have to shoot him, just like Eric's saying. I do need to figure that out. See, like, do I have it over like that? Like, to me, that felt like I'm missing out. Or I'm like, I don't know. I'm like taking away from the bow and other artistic choices that were made in the design of the figure. But we'll see. Anybody in the chat, help me out. Did I do that right or wrong? I mean, it doesn't, you know, like I said, it's not the end of the world. But I like to get it right if I can get it right. You can always hit me up after the fact. If you are watching this on a replay, by all means, please either comment here over on YouTube or send me a message over on Instagram or TikTok. Let's see. I think your way is better. Oh, so you like that? Like that's it. So was it meant to be just over the whole thing? Because I really don't mind this so much. Here, so look, I have it all now on the back. I could pull this down if you want to show more of that plastic there. But see, then it comes right under the crotch or above the crotch. But it's tucked under there. Even if this slid up a little bit, that's still going to have a nice like amount of tautness that will hold the sheath. But yeah, I just didn't know if there's a better way. You know, I don't pretend. Let's see. I'm not sure, but you have it looking great. All right. So maybe that's just what it is, Cody. I appreciate it. Then maybe it is just, you know, at the end of the day, isn't that what all of this is? Personal preference, right? Like, what do you enjoy? So Usagi's great. I will say that. Yojimbo, I'm very happy to have him. Yojimbo, Yimbo. So yeah, like it was meant to be. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. We are coming up on an hour, and I did promise my wife that I was stopping at 9 o'clock. So I'm going to wind this down now. I will remind you that on Tuesday, I will be interviewing Detour Customs, my man Steph, at 8 p.m. on my channel. So it's Yimbo interviews everyone. So Detour Customs, I cannot wait to chop it up with Steph and to see what he's working on. As for that, I'm not sure who's on Toy Talk Monday, but they do have an episode tomorrow night, which I would recommend checking out. I will also throw out, I'm sorry, hold on, one last little plug. If you did not know, I'm going to bring this up over on here. Hang on. Okay, so if you didn't know, this is my last plug of the night because then I really do have 30 seconds left. Is that the Toy Pick community that two of my friends, Toy Father and No Chewing, we are the unofficial or official now, quote unquote, faces. This is our partnership with the Toy Pick community over on Instagram. You can also find them on TikTok, but also subscribe over here to their YouTube channel, where every week the three of us are doing the top 10 pictures voted on by you, the Instagram community. So here it is. There's the first 2 episodes. We've also been putting in old Toy Daddy Classic episodes. So if you've been watching me for a while, you've probably seen these episodes. But again, for new people to check us out. And yeah, so there it is. Toy Talk for you. Yimbo reviews everything. Toy Pick community. That's where you can find me all over the place. Same thing with TikTok and all that other fun stuff. So thank you very much to everybody for coming out. Cody, really appreciate it. Thanks for joining it again. Very much appreciate it. Again, go check out Cody Too Much Toy News over on TikTok. For those of you that have taken that little, my ears all over the place, taking that jump into the TikTok waters. And for everyone else, thank you very much for joining me tonight. And as I always say, I appreciate you taking the time out of your life to listen to me talk about toys. I can't wait to blow my nose now and just breathe again because I've been fighting this stupid cold. But that's it, everybody. So thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your sunny evening and have an awesome start to your week. Peace.